I fucking exist? I don't know. Kind of. Almost. I don't have my goddamn... I'm a disaster, y'all. Hi! Hey, everybody. How we doing? Hopefully everybody else is less of a disaster than I am. I don't want to talk about the fact that I haven't fixed my background yet. It'll get done at some point. Hopefully before the 29th, which is when we're doing the charity stream. We will have the Pride dinosaur back as soon as I can get my goddamn brains together. Why is that not working? I know, Stripes. I don't understand. Oh, because I'm dumb. Will it go now? No. Why is... I'm so confused. Why? My audio, y'all, is just jank. Straight up jank. I don't know why. And now I have to fix this. And I'm very sorry. No. Nope. Changing all settings. I'm about to just be like, screw this noise. And, if I do it in this one, will this... Hey! I don't think that's how that should be working. But you know, we're gonna take it. Because why not? It'll at least go through. It's not quite on the right track, but I need to redo my whole sound setup real bad. Maybe that's something I'll screw around with here soonish. I'll get like some random little game and we'll do some audio experimentation. But hello all you lovely people, my name is Lunatic Vixen and welcome back to Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. Because I am still a disaster being. And I can't get any of my shit together to save my entire life. God, it's loud for me. It's better for y'all. Loud for me. There we go. Yeah. Thinking I have to redo my audio setup here soon. Okay, so we want unseen stories. We want characters to show up. It's weird how I can't figure out. Okay. So, we don't want the story showing. So if it's black, then they're not showing up. Okay. Cool. So we're just gonna grab... Which is cool. We've made it across the whole country once. We started way the heck over here in Maine, and we're all the way over here in California. So we've made decent progress. Okay. See, like the music gets so much louder once I'm out of the menu. And this particular song is noisy. Okay, there's a story over here. There's a couple stories over here. So we'll go grab these. Dude, we're going... Oh, this is north. I thought we were going west. Okay. Oop. Sorry, I'm still fucking with the sounds. We're gonna leave it there. It's good enough. Okay, ooh, there's another thing here. What am I doing on... Okay, all my stats are good. We're just gonna grab these guys. Let's get this story first, and then, because maybe I'll lose health or something, we can cover it.
For hours now,
Ooh.
you've seen it circling overhead. Its wings cutting across the sliver of sky you can see framed by the crowns of vast redwoods. But it's gotten closer. The cry that echoed from afar now seems dangerously near.
Look skyward.
And suddenly,
Ooh.
the eagle swoops down, claws splayed before it, wings spreading into a crescent of knife-sharp feathers.
I think we need more of these, the Wheel of Fortune stories. We're gonna do that.
You scramble away from the road, seeking shelter under one of the large trees. The
Hi,
eagle
friends.
recedes from sight. But then, as the noise of its cry dims,
No, don't help.
you hear another noise.
Listen.
Some dandy's sleek automobile blazing down the road. It nearly clips you. Were you still standing there, you'd be a goner. The eagle, as if expecting thanks, lands nearby, just for a moment. And then it's in the sky again, looking for whatever lunch it's missing.
That's cool. The hunting bald eagle. Preacher watches you with an odd look. Suspicion? Pity? He beckons you into the church and starts counting cash out of the donations box. Hush, he says, trying to silence your thanks. He piles the coins into your hand. You look like you need it more than we do. That's nice of you. Let's go grab this guy. Whoa, coyote. There's a little event there. I'm hesitant to take any of those events considering, like, I'm full up on everything. I don't know if they, like, re-up or anything. New song?
The Chinook salmon, having come to
salmon,
the end of its journey, is a grotesque beast.
Oh, yeah, it is.
A great curved hump on its back, and that deformed hook of a jaw. The raven perched on it is unusually large, with a fat tuft of black feathers wrapped around its neck like a mane.
Unironically, if y'all have never seen, like, the changes the salmon go through, it's horrific.
With one practiced peck,
Bleh.
it strikes at the salmon's blurred eye
Yeah.
and pops it like a grape snapping open under your teeth. After tasting the fluid inside, it turns toward you,
Unnecessary.
beady black eyes glinting in dying sunlight.
You want some? I can't eat this all by myself.
I'm good.
Suit yourself.
It steadies itself on the carcass, and some of the uric smell wafts over to you.
Don't look a gift eyeball in the mouth's what I always say.
Its voice is throaty and rough, fittingly.
What are you here for? Not the salmon.
I drift.
I see a lot of drifters come through these woods.
It says, digging something out from behind the salmon's leaking eye socket.
Bears.
Stop talking about the eye
hobos.
socket.
Salmon run attracts all sorts. Lots of odd tales.
Tell me one.
Well, this one's a secret.
It flaps its wings and flies towards you, perching on your shoulder.
You see, there once was this raven who liked to...
And then, instead of finishing his thought, he just snaps at your eye with that sharp needle of a beak.
Dodge.
You flinch and close your eyes instinctively, losing your balance and taking an ungainly fall onto the soft sand of the riverbed.
Ah!
Cries the raven, once again perched on the dead salmon.
People always fall for it. You should have seen your face.
Cool. Thank you, Mr. Raven. Oh, I can hit end for new story. New song. I hit the wrong button. That was cool. Oh, that's cool. Never mind, it's real determined to play this one song. It was like randomized. Let's go grab this. Can you stop, sweet baby? I know you wanna say hello to everybody. That is unnecessary at most.
A plank has been precariously raised as a tiny jetty over a creek, cutting its way through the woods. She's dressed in a simple baby blue dress of the same cloth as her daughter's. Both are bent at the waist, staring into the clear water.
Approach, I
It
guess.
fell somewhere in here. Can't have gotten far.
She has the rocky voice of a distraught person who's unused to being distraught.
I'm used to being distraught.
Hey, you!
I like that.
She runs toward you, looking through displaced locks of wavy black hair.
Do you see my ring down there in the water?
Look around.
Your eyes scan the bottom of the water, looking for a glint of metal among the moving shimmers of tiny, silver-scaled fish.
Found it, I
You
guess.
reach down into the water, gingerly grasping a narrow band of gold.
Oh, Lord, thank you so much.
She beams, all but stepping into the water to take it from you.
If you hadn't come around, I'd have lost my grandmother's ring.
Goodness.
The ring's magical.
Ah.
The young girl blurts out. Her mother gives her a mock stern look, as though the daughter has just given away a big secret.
You drop it in the river, and it grants a wish.
And what did you wish for?
The mother laughs, shaking the water from her hair.
Why, I wished a stranger would roll into town with some stories.
The Lost Ring. So that's it's got to be a hopeful one, right? So that's got to be a hopeful one. There's one right there. I'm not gonna bother trying to hitchhike, but I might try hitchhiking after I grab this story. So I think it'll be, might be a decent little bit. Sorry, God, it looks much farther on the map than it is actually, like, walking across spaces. Can I have a new song now? Hey! Yeah, I'll take it. Ooh, this looks ominous.
Fog fills the margins of redwoods,
Hi, buddy.
vanishing their high crowns. A strong musk, reminiscent of a gasoline spill, makes your eyes water. Behind distant sets of trees, a titanic silhouette lurches past.
Follow?
Broken lines of blood blotch
Oh.
the stranger's footprints. You come upon a maimed elk, whose sundered antlers have left behind patches of exposed tissue. The sediment-covered corpse seems to have been dragged some considerable distance.
Look up, I guess?
The silhouette of the stranger looms at the edge of visible forest. You feel the weight of their eyes upon you.
A call out, 'cause
The
terrible
stranger
choice.
doesn't respond. They turn and walk into the fog.
Stranger in the woods. I'm guessing that's Bigfoot right there. Let's see. It's not gonna tell me which state I just hopped up into. Okay, let's see if I can go hitchhike on this one. Okay. No, not the sleepies. This song reminds me of something in particular, but I'm not able to put my finger on it. Like it's from a is it from another game? But I'm blanking real hard on the actual game. Okay. Alrighty, let's grab this bad boy.
Bang!
Ooh.
The screen door clangs in the wind. Downstairs, you hear low murmurs. The wind again? Or voices? You are sure this house was deserted.
The very upbeat music for this sort of instance.
In the living room, two young women are entwined atop a sleeping bag. One has her hands tangled in the other's bright red hair.
I can't believe we found another haunted house.
The red-haired girl laughs. A floorboard creaks under your feet.
Is it a ghost?
One yells.
Not a ghost.
The red-haired girl is jumped up between you and her companion, but relaxes her stance at your words.
Well, if you're talking, you probably aren't a ghost.
The blonde says. The red-haired girl looks to her, then back towards you.
What are you doing here?
Just passing through.
We're driving around, but Sam made us pull over for another night in a haunted house.
Sam squeezes her hand.
Come on, this is cool. There are probably bats in the attic.
Your presence is not unwelcome, but the two only have eyes for each other.
So that's probably a funny one. Grab the story. And we'll be at Portland. Okay, we're almost to somebody. Cool. We can meet some people. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to stream for today. Probably not as long as normal, just because I got started later than normal because I got distracted. Because of course I did. I'll at least get through those two people.
Without warning, the dusk blue air colors with the pang of cheap tin and cotton candy. A voice beckons from an alley. Hey, little mouse. Tell me your heart's desire.
I don't want to.
At the first tug of noise from your lungs, that buttery voice transforms into a laugh. Not like that, baby. Come closer. Come deeper. It purrs.
That's not the appropriate wording. I need a star, though, probably.
Through
Damn
the
it.
murk, you can almost make out a figure. Tall as a coyote's story, twice as thin on truths. It wears a broad-brimmed hat, low over glowing pinpoint eyes.
Sure, that's fine.
There we go. Close your eyes. Close them. Come on, baby. We're almost there.
Flash.
It kisses you. That unholy thing. Stinking of fire and caramel and rust. On the lips like it were a lover. Almost shy. Oh, baby. You should have told me someone had a prior claim. Come back when you're free and we'll try this again. You promise me now, okay? It pats your cheek. I wouldn't love your kind if you weren't liars.
Is he calling me a liar? Oh, okay, yeah. So he knows I'm lying. That was something. I feel like somebody's gonna call me out for being a monster fucker for that, and they're not wrong. But also... Alright, let's see if I can grab some damn sleep from this one. Probably not, but I can hope. Houses, oh, there we go. Houses abandoned, boarded up windows, unruly window boxes, and a gate rusted completely shut. You hop the fence. In the backyard, you find a garden shed with a door that shuts tight. While cars rumble by, you get long, safe sleep. Yay! Ooh, we got a story that was cool. We got 3 new stories at least. It's like a retold story. The policeman in the truck on this corner is having a pretty wild argument with someone on the other end of the radio. No, he keeps saying, no way. You listen in as the man on the radio finishes a wild story about the lights in the desert which abduct travelers. Wait a second. I swear this is what happened, the cop over the radio insists. That's when it clicks. You know this story. It's a stranger version of the story of the missing people and the strange lights in the desert, but with some bits left out or replaced. Ain't true, the cop in the truck sighs. If only he knew. Alright. The lights in the desert which abduct travelers. Yep. Or that's gonna end up being aliens.
The racetrack lawn is a sea of hats. Boaters, bowlers, berets, and cloches.
Nice. Close is such a
Nearby,
fun word.
some gentlemen mumble to each other.
That she-demon Petunia. She wins another race. I'm out of house and home.
I'm gonna watch the race.
The horses run inches apart and kick up dust thicker than a morning fog.
Stripes.
You depend on excited folks with binoculars to narrate the action. As the herd rounds a bend, you glimpse Petunia on the outside. She gallops with pride and determination.
Cheer for Petunia, I
You hoot
guess.
and holler for that fierce filly. Petunia falls behind on bends, but drives ahead in straights. She sprints around the home turn into a dead heat with a frenzied colt. The crowd stands on their toes. The finish line nears.
Come on, Petunia.
Petunia finishes ahead behind the winner.
Well, she went all out, didn't she?
The woman says, having noticed your lack of elation. The crowd dies down as folks head off to collect winnings.
Okay, Petunia the racehorse. Interesting.
This bustling farm has a strange
A lot of
layout.
people.
A central farmhouse, stately in its age, surrounded by smaller outbuildings like apartments. A number of folks go about their
weasel?
chores around it. Children running through the gardens.
That's right. Approach.
Two people approach when they see you.
Hello, stranger.
A shorter one,
like
androgynous, calls with a smile.
A squirrel.
The other, a tall man, looks on with suspicion.
We don't get many visitors out here.
Go around.
Looking around, the people at the farm don't look like a family. Too many adults of all shapes and sizes. The taller man puts a protective hand on the shorter one's shoulder. Can we help you? He doesn't sound like he wants to.
I'm gonna reassure them.
You say you're just a traveler looking for a place to sleep and have no desire to intrude on their lives. You ask what this
I'm gonna guess
place
it's a
is.
commune.
A communal home.
The shorter person says.
You're welcome to stay if you bring no judgment.
I'm gonna ask more about it.
We're all friends.
They say.
Family, really. Wanted a place we could live without fear, together.
They gesture to the outbuildings.
Each couple or group has a private apartment, and we all share the farm.
Todd.
You see two black men lift a child into the air. See a pair of women kiss as they pass each other.
Not everywhere would have us. Give us jobs, even. We live here to share the work of family. Chosen family.
Yeah. Happy queer commune. Yay! That's what we need for our Pride Month, right?
Hey there. The man looks anxious.
Don't suppose you saw something shiny on the ground as you walked this way? Might have caught your eye, glinted like a coin or a piece of glass?
Nope, sorry.
The man is devastated.
I lost my girl's grandma's ring. I got her ma's blessing today. She gave me the ring to propose with, and
He turns his face away, but his jagged breathing gives away his tears. He gulps down his sorrow.
You okay?
sorry, I can't replace it. If I could afford to buy one, I wouldn't have accepted her mother's offer. I'll find that ring if it kills me.
I'm gonna help him look.
You walk in slowly increasing circles with his potatoes at the center, but find nothing. After a while, he calls,
Can't have you wasting time. Don't worry, I'll find it.
All right, leave him to it.
You're half a field away when
right.
something winks at you from the dirt. It's a simple gold ring with a bright solitaire diamond. Must be the engagement ring the man was looking for.
Give it back to him.
Doesn't take long to retrace
Why did
your
I lose money
steps,
for that?
But the potato
Heckin'
seller
rude.
is gone, as have his sacks of spuds. When you uncurl your hand, there's nothing in it but a small, shiny coin.
Alright. Man who lost an engagement ring. Okay, well, I guess I earned money? Maybe that was me proving that I'm not an asshole? I guess. Real quick, I need to look. Man, I did not get any of those. I don't know. I'll think about it. We're gonna hit this here. Fire though. Here we are. Rose. Hi, Rose.
Well, hey there. What's happening, stranger? Pull up a seat if you want to share.
Sure.
I guess my deal is pretty clear. You probably see 100 long-haired, bangle-wearing freaks on the road every day. We're the only ones still hitching around, I guess.
All right.
Bummer. Because this is a beautiful place when you take the time to smell the flowers, huh? You know, I'd love to hear a really good, scary story.
Ooh. Let's see what we got for you. That's a good one.
Oh, man, that's really good. Good and scary, I mean.
Yep.
And luck. That's what got him.
Ah.
The lottery is how they decided.
Hmm.
My brother was born December 12th, and that was his unlucky number. They spun that drum, and out came his whole life. Spilling out in that jungle.
Ah, so I'm guessing she's against one of the wars. I don't know what time period this might be. Probably World War II? Spilling out, the fact that she's a hippie and she's talking about the jungle makes me, is technically they're talking about the Vietnam War, but that wasn't in the 20s. That was like, it was like 60s, 70s, I want to say, something like that.
So anyway, got any good ghost stories? Anything scary or weird?
Probably. Trying to think of something that's like definitively spooky. That one I think might be. This one's good. That's spooky.
Oh, wow, that's scary stuff. You are really good at telling these.
Yep.
Heaven. When I heard about the scene in San Francisco, it seemed like it must be heaven. But when I got there, it was over. Heaven lasted a summer, I guess. You know, I'd love to hear a really good skit.
Yeah, I got you. Let's. Praying. Must be relatives. Ooh, I don't think I've told this one yet.
Oh, wow, that's scary stuff.
Yeah, that is a spooky story.
You
Oh,
are
there she
really
goes.
good at telling these.
Thank you.
Yeah, free love.
Hmm.
That's what it was all about. That's what filled my dreams as a teen.
I wonder if this isn't supposed to be, because I've been assuming that this whole game has been like condensed into one era. Like maybe all these different characters are from different eras.
Why couldn't everyone see that we were all just here to love each other?
I don't know. She
So-
feels weird.
Got any good hopeful stories?
Oh, hopeful stories. Hopeful stories. I don't know what this one is. Because I've got her all the way to the next chapter. I might as well just try and have some fun with it.
Oh, shut up. That's
Oh.
not scary at all.
Okay, fine.
The future. I used to think it was all so clear. So inevitable. It was the dawning of a new age, remember that? Harmony and understanding. Wasn't that easy, huh?
Nope, never is.
So, You seen anything really hilarious out here?
I don't think I've told this story. Have I told this story? Oh, I want to tell the ghosts. Or should I bother? I need to do better about figuring out. I should just tell her just random story. I shouldn't tell her stuff that actually fits. I want to know if this is what kind of story that one is.
Come on, don't be a drag. That's not true. My past. Well, my parents didn't abuse me or anything. We just disagreed. We still do. I mean, I assume. Well, there it is. And I feel like I've been doing all the talking.
Yeah.
But the sun's coming up soon, so I gotta get ready to go. Heard some interesting stuff about a group of folks getting by up this way. And where are you going? What's your deal, Seeker? What's the future hold for you?
That was fat. Met Rose the hippie. Yeah. She is pretty obviously a hippie. Ooh, new story. These men lean against the wall of this hardware store, smoking and chatting. They wave you over. You heard this one before? They launch into a group recitation of the ghastly legend of Ichabod Crane, interrupting one another in their excitement to tell it. Yes! I got it! Wait a second. I recognize the story. It's about the story of the headless Hessian of Sleepy Hollow. Someone's added to it in the meantime, though. What do you think? Asked one of the men. Eyes bright. Do you think that really happened? Of course. I'm not sure myself, he replies, but damn, it sounds wild. Hey! Ghastly legend of Ichabod Crane. Nice. So got that up and running. Okay, so let's see if I can... Well, tits. No, I needed to do this. This is fine. I was like, I thought I needed to cross back over. Okay. So I can go around to the top and get those two stories up there, and then I can hit Seattle, and then I can hit the campfire. Quite understand why people complain about how, like, I think I've said this out loud before. I don't know why people complain so much about this game, like how you walk super slow. I'm like, well, that's kind of the point. Like, that's kind of the overall vibe of the game. Like, I'm sure it'll get really annoying once I get to, like, you know, if I
The
clear out most
sounds
of the
and
stuff.
smells of Runsiter's Circus
Runsiter's
assault
Circus.
you as you step through the awning. A paunchy man in a green bowler hat rushes over and grabs you by the arm.
Finally! I'm John Runsiter. I expected detectives an hour ago. Muckaboy found it this morning. Through here.
He steers you off the concourse into a white tent that stinks of piss and wet fur.
Lovely.
Two banks of dirty cages crowd the space. Runsiter points to one at the end.
There.
A scrap of tape above the cage reads, Sitka, the
Look at the
tiger
cage.
is dead.
Yep.
There are no marks or wounds on its body, but a thick white foam coats its mouth.
Ugh.
You see?
He says.
Somebody's trying to ruin me.
Sounds like it.
Over his shoulder, you see a figure skulking at the entrance. They disappear from view as you look up.
I'm gonna search the cage.
A quick search of the cage shows no signs of interference. At the back, you spot a plastic container lodged behind the bank of cages. It's unlabeled.
What's this?
He grunts.
Fire breathers use it as part of their routine. It's a mix of alcohol and, something. Safe unless you swallow it. You think...
He turns as two police officers enter the tent.
Mr. Runsiter, we got your call.
His head snaps back to you.
I can explain.
Runsiter steps toward you, balling a fist.
Oh no.
He nods at the cage.
You did this, didn't you?
More like it.
Hey!
Runsiter yells as you push past him.
I catch you near my animals again, I'll put you in a cage and let Sitka's mate have a turn with you.
Move on. Poison tiger at Runsitter's Circus. Interesting. What is that supposed to be? Like, so many of these later stories, I'm just like, what am I supposed to be taking away from this? Progress. Like, genuinely, what am I supposed to be taking away from that? Once I hit this second person, I'm gonna redo my inventory of stories. And we're gonna see what we can throw around.
The old man's shoulder
He's got a
slammed
toucan.
under the bright-colored bird. Maybe that's why he stands with a cane. Man and bird watch your approach with interest. "Howdy, stranger," says the man.
Howdy, stranger.
Croaks the bird.
Ask the man about his
The
bird.
man shifts his shoulder, bobbing up the bird. "Rosalie here tells fortunes." There's pride in his voice. "Ain't no other like her. Care to hear yours? Just a single coin." He leans on his cane and extends a well-worn palm.
I'll hear my fortune.
Your coin disappears into the man's jacket. He jingles one pocket, then scratches Rosalie at the back of her bill. She rasps.
The greatest burdens on your road are the ones you choose to carry.
What does that mean?
The man cracks a smile. Make of it what you will. I like to think it means our lives get easier when we forgive ourselves. She's a smart bird, is Rosalie. The man tips his hat. Good luck on your way.
Fortune-telling bird. Interesting. So we can go hit Seattle and go and explore it a little bit. 'Cause now I'm down to half money. Which is fine, I guess. What we probably do is grab this person, then go down this road for the most part. Just kind of... Or do I want to run this top row? I think I want to do this, run this top row. And then get all the way back to the east. That way we can hit all the dudes. Because there's a lot of characters to the right that we haven't gotten their second chapter in. And now we have a lot more stories that they don't know. There's the plan, I promise. Because it was like early on with all the original people, they were kind of hard to, like, I didn't have nearly as many stories as I do now. Because I have so many stories now. Retold story. This kindly old man sharing the shade under the bridge with you tells a few rambling stories. Some true seeming, some conspicuously less so. All true, he assures you. There's history in this place going all the way back to Indian times. Strange stuff happens around here. Can't all be true. Sure it is, he scoffs, and then as if something's right, he launches into a story about the gunfire that fills the street of Chicago's all day and night. And this one, you know, is the story of the killers on the streets, but wilder and stranger than you remember. I know that one. See then, the old man laughs, so I ain't pulling your leg, it's all true. So now we've got gunfire that fills the streets of Chicago all day and all night. I mean, not too far off, sadly. It's raining, of course. People hurry through the streets with their collars up and water streaming off their hats. North of Pioneer Square, there's a Hooverville with its own mayor, they say. Let's explore.
On top of a
Oh,
hillside
dear.
boxcar, 4 men in sailors' clothes fix their eyes on the distant waterfront, where a crowd of hundreds clashes with uniformed cops. From this far, the sound resembles some loud, tenacious animal.
What's all this?
After a while of silence, one of the men responds. You notice his bruised eye.
Waiting on the police to deal with those strikers so we can get back to work.
You're not on
The
strike?
man clenches his fists.
Hey, mind your damn business.
All right, then.
One of those bastards dragged me off the pier and...
The police
Ooh.
open fire into the crowd. As the shots ring out, the character of the sound changes altogether into terror and pain.
Oh, fuck this. Bye.
Bye.
No point dying for a day's work.
Yeah, you're right.
The man crawls to the edge of the boxcar and hops off. The sound of gunfire continues all across the port, but the dense picket line remains unbroken.
Move on. Well, the scab with the black eye, yep. Alright, earn money. Wander the streets of the city, let's look for work. Join a crew of laborers, yep. This is where we're gonna... This is the cold one. Quit early. Hey, and I get half a day's wage, I'll take that. I'm okay with that. That's all I needed. Alright, so do a quick spin. Okay, that's good. Trying to see if we had any more redoed things. Alright, let's meet a new friend! Whomst are you? August by Ann Toole. Wharf rat. Oh, hi.
You see me here? You think you know me?
I don't, actually.
I didn't start out in the gutter. I was raised right. Mama taught me to read off the Bible. But I'd save up my nickels for the collection plate and buy story rags instead. That smell of wood and paper.
Alright.
But you know, the books I miss the most is the hopeful ones. Got any of those?
Probably. Let's see what we got here. Definitely not that one. Let me do the mink. That's a good one.
Leaves a warm feeling in your chest, huh?
Oh, that's a good one. That hopped up real good.
Family wasn't all hard. My mama caught me reading once, but she just told my daddy I was out playing.
No.
She loved me, she did.
No.
So I miss them blood-pounding adventure stories. You got any like that?
Please don't throw up on me. No, no. Don't throw up on me. Probably. Need a thrilling one. Trying to think of any other ones. Praying. This one's either scary because that one is either scary or
Well, fear is cheap.
that's scary.
I used to read the scary ones, so I know. Change. Well, it all did change for me eventually. My daddy found those rags. You should have seen his face, red and pulsing. Tore them all up. Nearly tore me up, too. But you tell me, what's the wildest thing you've seen on the roads out here?
Let's try this one here. So why wouldn't he be allowed to read?
That's the kind of adventure that sticks with you.
There you go.
I did my chores, said my prayers every day. I was a good boy. But in those rags, I was free. I could be whoever I wanted. Anyhow, you got any stories that end looking up?
Hopeful ones. Well, unfortunately, I need to find out what the hell kind of story this is. And I've already unlocked you to chapter 2, so.
When you've seen enough real horror in this world, cheap tales don't do it no more.
Huh, didn't realize that was a scary one.
Well, we're talking about the rules.
Should have, but didn't.
My daddy hated those rags. He whipped me good. Told me hard work's the only way to survive in this world. No use living in my head. But you tell me, what's the wildest thing you've seen on the road?
Okay. Just creepy mill. I don't know what kind of story this one is.
I seen things 100 times worse than that, I can tell you. My future. I didn't know then, but my future was all spelled out in those rags. My daddy wanted me to quit reading them rags. Said it kept me from hard work. Got his wish, but he didn't get hard work instead. Anyway, I'm headed out this way when the sun comes up. I like your tales. Hope we cross paths again.
Huh. And August the Sailor. Well, he didn't have a whole lot to say. I mean, maybe it was just that I didn't tell him the right stories, but, you know. Alright, let's get... Hi, sweets. After gossiping for a while with the weather and the crops and the state of the world, all bad and getting worse, he takes a different tack. He looks like someone who likes a good story, he wheezes. Try this one on for a size. I'm listening. After loudly and repeatedly clearing his throat, he tells you the story of the beautiful interracial wedding that unaffected by evil +2. Sounds a lot like the story of the foreign wedding with the gossiping relatives +2, but some parts changed and other parts added. When he grins up at you at the conclusion of the tale, you give him the effusive praise he's apparently expecting. You have to remember that version. Even if it's not quite what happened, it's a good story. It's unaffected by evil. Okay, so that one's a hopeful one, I guess. I do like that one. So I need to go a little bit north. There it is. Snag this here story. How many stories am I up to now? 129. We're a little over halfway done. Okay, once I grab this story, I'm gonna redo my inventory.
You find her
Oh
at
my.
a crossroads in the dark,
Oh my.
lit by a tiny brazier, turning something fragrant and smoky. All around are the dried stems and petals of a dozen strange plants.
You.
Her voice is powerful, belying her size.
You seem like you could do with powerful magic.
How much?
For you?
Oh.
No charge. We have a friend in common.
She taps her nose knowingly.
You've the look about you of someone who desperately wants something. Just tell me. Endless wealth? Undying love?
Love.
Deadly nightshade for bottomless devotion? Asafoetida for relentless lust? Hellebore for overwhelming need?
I don't think we have the same
You're wreathed in a
definition of that.
cloud of smoke, causing your eyes to water and your nostrils to burn. Though you can barely see, you can tell she has her eyes on yours.
What's that gonna...
How curious.
Aw.
The magic won't cling to you.
Sad day.
It slides off your shade like water off a duck.
Did she always know this would happen?
What now?
Off with you. Your only love is the road. Your only lust is for trail dust.
Rude.
Her laugh is too sharp, bird-like, and with a flick of the wrist, she snuffs out her brazier.
Alright then. Thanks, I guess. Okay, so now we can just, yeah, I think I was planning on following this top bit. Yeah. Okay. So we just go a little bit east. Follow this here road. Hopefully I can cross. Yeah, okay. So I'm hoping I can cross the river here. Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh, Spokane. Keep thinking there should be something north of me. That's a lot of space to not have any stories. What is that? Hang on. It's like a glowing thing. I don't know. story too. Dope. Oh, right. I said I was going to do my inventory. Okay, made molasses. That one. Beautiful wedding. Change this one out. Oh yeah, the morality play. Idol guarded by a talking snake. I like that one. I want to tell that one. Okay, let's change out this guy. White Rider, that was a good one. Told that one. Let's see what we got. Loved his very special horse. I guess. Wait, why did I not? Hang on. This is a lover's one. What happened to the story I just got? Rude. Boy. Ah, that's a good one. And we'll do deer, I guess. I don't remember this one at all. Change that one around. I don't like this one. I like that one. Well, I hate that these two are the two that I know for a fact are really good hopeful stories, but the fact that they're in the same dang category is annoying. That one, I guess. Let's see, I can change these out. For coat. Lights in the deserts. Dead man. Murdering twins. I do like the Thunderbirds. Buckets of poisons. That's probably a sad one. That one's scary, apparently. I don't remember if that's scary or thrilling. I remember this one. I can't remember. I remember having a fit about whatever that story ended up being. Because I wanted to say it was probably, I guess it was like scary or hopeful or something like that. I don't know. It was weird and I didn't like it. And this is a funny one. It's always helpful to have. Oh, yeah, there's that. I wonder if that's a funny one or not. It doesn't seem funny. It seems sad. But, you know. People be people. I do like that one. I do like the Legend of Kabad Crane. There we go. Now we got some good.
I say, you there!
Yes?
Shouts the boy, sitting on the broken stairs of a sand-swept shack. His imperial affect seems at odds with his shabby clothes and sallow skin.
I shall pay you this enormous, beautiful, shining coin if you would only dance for me.
Alright, sure.
You attempt a solo foxtrot. From the get-go, the boy is clearly unenthused. After 2 repetitions, he throws a rock at you to make you stop.
I didn't like that,
He informs you.
but I always honor my debts.
He hands you the coin, just as his mother calls him in for supper.
There we go. Imperious child asks people to dance for money. It's like, I don't give a shit. Listen to this, blurts a boy loitering outside the grocery store. He works his way through a long and strange story about a vulgar ghost trapped in a bottle. There, he finishes. What do you think? Wait a minute. Holy shit, you know the story. It's the story of the tree with the bottles on its branches, but wildly altered. For a couple moments, you're too surprised to respond. Seriously, the boy insists. What do you think about that one? It's a great story. He smiles sheepishly. Thanks, he said. I heard it from my brother. Vulgar ghost trapped in a bottle. So I'm guessing that's still a funny one.
The gentle breeze sways the man on his horse. Poor fellow must be having himself a saddle nap. Or he's just dead.
He could be dead. That's always a possibility in this game. Howdy.
Down here, stranger.
I'm sorry.
You're sure the man's lips didn't move? His head lolls like an old branch ready to snap off the trunk.
Howdy.
Hey, asshole!
Ugh.
The horse's grotesque tongue slaps against the roof of its mouth, forming awful mockeries of human words. You got a problem with talking to horses?
Dress the horse.
That's better. You got any food, stranger? Maybe a plump apple? Eating for 2 here. The horse sticks
like
his
that.
wet nose all through your pockets, rooting for snacks.
Excuse me.
You notice now that the rider seems to sprout from the horse's flesh. His skin is papery, gilled, and covered in a scuzzy yellow residue. Lot of good you are, huh?
I'm sorry.
The horse scoffs and heads in the other direction. His rider droops and knocks in the momentum, limp as a noodle.
Cool. I hate that a lot. Cool, I hated that a lot. Cool, we're gonna take a short break because I need to. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Alrighty. Okay. Now that I shook that grossness off me. I'm still following the stream for a little bit. The stream for a little bit longer, then we'll have to close it out, but... There's campfire way down that way. That's not what we're looking for. Is it interesting icon? What we got here?
The graveyard's terrain is broken and warped, as though some great worm has rustled the earth beneath it. Graves jut out at odd angles from the rolling ground. From somewhere deep among the graves, a voice rings out.
Approach, I guess.
You can't make out the words. They're made of unfamiliar vowels and clipped sounds. A language you don't speak.
You don't know that.
The voice is clear and sonorous, feminine. It sounds like a chant or a summons. You finally see her at the top of a hillock, next to a fresh grave.
Look at her.
Her straight figure makes her seem like an antique pillar, standing with her shoes in grave dirt, clad in an austere dress that seems too much like a suit of armor. Her eyes are blocked out by a dark velvet blindfold, and the cross before her is adorned with curious serpentine horns.
Never even noticed the horns on the thing. Come closer.
Blindfolded and deafened by her song, she doesn't notice as you approach, close enough to see the detail of her face. Younger than her dress suggests. When a gust of unnatural wind blows through the cemetery, she doesn't move. But something inside you shakes.
I must stay.
Her recitation comes to an end. A rustling surrounds you. Fireflies in the air, winking out and falling to the ground en masse. The grass turns brown beneath your feet.
It's fine.
A bird impacts the ground near you like a missile. Something clenches inside you.
Grab my throat.
It's as if your throat is blocked up, as if your lungs have lost the strength to hold air, as if your heart is forgetting how to pump. She kneels, dirtying her dress to plant one soft, longing kiss on the dirt covering the new grave.
Interesting. My health is gone. She ate all my health. Rude. Yeah, I'm aware. She got me good. There's a store here, it looks like. I'm gonna be slow. This is gonna be a pain in the ass. I don't think I can die. These are annoying, but if I just stand still, nothing bad happens to me, so.
A bus roars up on the
Oh
road
my.
behind you, then slows to a crawl at your side. Inside, you can barely see people moving, dancing, swaying. Strings of lights,
He's crying.
strange smoke.
Huh?
Want a ride?
Oh.
The driver calls. Before you can open your mouth, a huge hairy hand, like an animal's paw, lands heavy on her shoulder. "Not this one," a voice growls, so deep it vibrates your rib cage. The driver shrugs and leaves you in a cloud of perfumed exhaust.
Move on, I guess. Strange bus indeed. Is that a retold story? Looks like it might be. Ooh, Boise. Hit this one and then get the story over there, and then I'll get Boise and all that and get my health back. Men lean against the wall, yada yada yada. They launch into a group recitation of the farmer cursed to grow only dust, interrupting one another in their excitement to tell it. You recognize the story? It's a story about the farmer whose land was choked with dust. Someone's ended to it in the meantime, though. What do you think? Do you think that really happened? No way. One of the men tis and shakes his head. It's possible to be too skeptical, you know, he laughs. Cursed to grow only dust. I don't want to hit her again just yet. So I'm gonna zip back north to that. So I know I just said I wanted to hit Boise and get my health back. But I think I'll be stubborn about it instead. Oh, it looks like I might be able to get health back there. I see what might be one of those little black icons. Oh, and there's definitely one right there. Okay, I think I'm okay.
Afternoon!
Ah!
The fish nods affably. He swings his catch over his shoulder, grunting with effort. Got a big one today. Gonna eat it while it's fresh. They're welcome to join me. There's plenty to go around. He climbs off the jetty
I don't want
and
to
lays
watch.
the body on a large rock.
I don't want to watch. I'm having the most visceral flashbacks to Call of Cthulhu. Or not Call of Cthulhu, Sinking City.
He works with practiced efficiency. To remove the shirt, the fish cradles the body in his arms. When he removes the man's trousers and underwear, the gesture he uses to lift the corpse's hips is almost intimate. It seems the fish is taking care to not cause bruising.
Genuinely, I'm just... no.
The fish trims the man's hair, head, chest, groin, even legs. Then, he stabs the knife into the man's chest, leaning hard to force it open. The bones part with a crack.
I genuinely don't like this.
Fish guts the corpse and tosses away the offal. You gonna help me get it on the fire?
I will not.
Some eat meat but refuse to prepare it. Perhaps you're one of those.
Sure, man.
We're all hypocrites about something. The fish's tones are light, despite his words. He skewers the body and flings it onto the coals. It sizzles, giving off a rich odor.
I will not.
The fish chuckles. Yeah, it'll burn off. What's left is delicious, especially this fresh. Hadn't stopped kicking when I caught it. He turns the roasting body over. Fancy a bite?
No.
As you will. The fish shrugs and slices a piece of thigh onto a large tin plate. The smell is salty, savory, tantalizing.
I don't care.
Your mouth fills with saliva. Not offering twice. It's too good for that. The fish speaks with his mouth full and does not look up.
I dislike. I've just gotten the worst stories. I've gotten all the worst stories on this go-around. I really just have. Can I have health back, please? I will also take sleep, but I would really like some health. Oh, thank God, health, please. A young man turns a roast bird on a makeshift spit. Wandering ass, so am I. Stay a while. Looks like I's gotta share when times are good. He shares his lunch, fresh cooked fowl. I don't like that either anymore. Caught only an hour ago. Thank you. It could have been anything else, though. I didn't need Could have been a carrot. That'd have been cool with a carrot. Oh, deeply unhappy. Alright, what's this?
This club is quiet and cool and open 24 hours. So you slip into a booth near the back where it's too dark for people to see you haven't bought a drink. Up on stage, a slight little man approaches the microphone.
Hope he's a good singer.
He utters a long, sustained series of low, loud notes. Dissonant, like a song stretched out and slowed down. Your heart races. The crowd murmurs and bristles. The walls seem to shift uncomfortably too.
Sing something happy!
Someone shouts.
I'm gonna see where it goes.
Half the room bails, but you grip the edge of the table and lock eyes on the singer. His next song is even slower and deeper. Your eardrums ache and your eyes water. A waiter struggles unsteadily across the room. Someone in the back shouts,
Stop it!
Stay seated.
The singer continues, and you lose track of yourself between the notes. When he finishes his set, you startle awake and realize that your face is damp with tears. The room is empty. The singer's looking at you, smiling, arm extended, an invitation for a solo.
You know what? Sure.
He sits in the front row. You sing. Well, something. You haven't heard it before, but you know the words. And as you sing, a radiant satisfaction grows and grows at the center of your chest. Your eyes tear up, and you hit a triumphant final note.
It's Love, a song about love.
But suddenly, the singer is
Oh,
gone.
there goes my health again.
Your ears are ringing, and there's a waiter shouting for you to leave. Out on the sidewalk, everyone's losing their lunch. But you feel strangely warm. Love. A song about love. Too bad you can't remember the words.
Interesting. Yeah, Irving Larson. It's interesting that was leading up to be a sad song. Up until that very end. But it only became a song about love or story about love, when he included someone else. So that's interesting. Whoa, hi. School's sports shed is unlocked, so you bed down on the piled football pads. You're soon woken by a teacher dragging in a bag of dirty baseball bases. Don't mind me, just be gone by morning. You keep your promise, get a full night's sleep. Cool. What about my health? My health kind of looks bad. Helena. I wonder if it says it's something about the fact that it's like sharing your suffering with someone else turns sadness into love. Or maybe it's trying to imply that if you're by yourself, there's sadness and not love. I don't know. I don't like that interpretation as much as I like the idea of if you share your sadness with someone, that leads to love or changes things. Y'all get what I mean. There's implications. I like the implications. Or at least the interpretation I'm taking. All true, I assure you. Strange stuff. He launches into a story about the architects who came to blows in Santa Fe, and this one you know. It's the story of the feuding architects in Santa Fe, but wilder and stranger than you remember. See then? So I ain't pulling your leg, it's all true. I don't remember what kind of story that was.
The wind
Ooh,
nearly
hi.
tears the farmhouse door off
goodness.
its frame. Somebody left this place quick.
That's a big critter.
Didn't take much with them. Dense
Is that
books,
a bobcat? I think it's a
tin
bobcat.
kitchenware, broken ceramic, all scattered like a tornado hit.
Guess I'm gonna look around because this is a great tragedy.
Just out front, an iron pot hangs over a stamped-out campfire. Under the lid, game and potatoes in a congealed broth. Leftovers, but plenty for one. And no older than a day or two.
Only a day or two. I don't have the health to risk
Nobody
that.
lived long going around eating strange
There
food.
it is.
You climb onto a cotton mattress loaded down with warm quilts,
Nice.
elevated by a wood bed frame. Luxuries.
Sleep.
As you drift off, the wind pulls the door open. The sharp, drawn-out creak, creak, creak forces you wide awake.
Turn over.
A faint sound. Some wild animal? Just the wind? A voice? The same sound, repeated. A word. Talipo. Talipo.
Sit up.
The open door frames the partial silhouette of a ragged creature. Inside your head, somebody else's words ring out in your own voice. Talipo, Talipo. Who has my Talipo?
I don't have it.
Some heaviness presses down upon your chest.
Oh, Jesus.
In front of you, two green orbs, followed by a smell foul as the grave. Yes, you have.
I'll black out, I
You
guess.
wake up in a
There goes my
pile
health.
of debris.
Again.
Wood boards, roof tiles, broken furniture. Whole farmhouse must have come down. Long scratches cover your arms and legs, still red and raw.
Cool. Alrighty. Fun, fun, fun. Grab this one. I hope it doesn't kill me. But
That one's got a wild spirit to her.
what is on your
She
arm?
remarks, sweat pooling under her dark brown eyes. The car, halted in the middle of her garage, is a groaning, hulking beast. A gorgeous pre-Ford monstrosity, handmade for speed and grace, and perhaps not so much durability.
A spirit?
A ghost, a white, a soul, whatever you want to call it. Course cars have them.
She sighs.
But every year, there's less wild ones and more of these damn Model Bs. Tame things, weak and sorry.
Honestly, I do feel that about cars. I understand that vibe on a visceral level.
She strokes the swooping hood of the luxury car like one might groom a prize stallion.
These beauties, not even their owners really understand them. But today's cars have petty souls. They're meant to ferry accountants to and fro, not to run wild on the open road.
Can't be helped, I guess.
Oh, but it can. They might not make them like we used to, but we can make the new ones better. Kindle the fires of the deadened soul of the modern car.
She points towards a motley pile of steel and chrome on the corner of her shop. Pieces salvaged from all kinds of machines.
With those?
We can give them bigger engines, bigger wheels, bigger power. If men have given up on building monsters, who's to say this woman can't turn their pets into monsters, huh?
I vibe with it. Zealous mechanic. She's fun. Alright, I don't see anything around, so I'm gonna... Okay. Grab this campfire, and that'll probably be it for today. August, Chapter 2.
I was still a kid when Dame started turning my head.
Oh well, we'll make it work.
Long gams, gleam in her eye, all dolled up, and I was done.
That's a mood, my guy.
I didn't know how to talk to a dame. I
Big
was a
mood.
boy, play acting as a man. But when I indulged in a little liquid courage, I was off to the races.
That's fair.
Anyhow, you got any stories that end looking up?
Can't see hopeful ones. one's hopeful. Fish calling seagulls.
Well, that one sure makes me smile.
Ooh, that wasn't much of a thing.
Me? I never wanted to settle down, get married, think about the future. Till I got stuck on Louisa. Then I couldn't help it. The future played on my mind like Louisa played with my heart. But you know, the books I missed the most.
You and the hopeful ones, my guy. I think this might not be hopeful. I do know this one's hopeful.
Leaves a warm feeling in your chest, huh?
There we go.
Thought I knew what love was. I love my mama, even my daddy after a fashion. But once I saw Louisa and the daughter we brought into the world, it's like I'd been blind before. But you know, the books I miss the most is the hopeful ones. Got any of those?
She's determined to knock everything off this wall. Okay, one more hopeful bullshit, my guy. I'm gonna try this one.
Well, that
There
one
we
sure
go.
makes me smile.
Okay.
Joy? Well, seeing a doll smile when she sees you, not much better than that. Especially if that doll's Louisa. But you tell me, what's the...
Okay, going out of the throwing one. Let's see. It's so hard for me to tell the difference between the scary ones and the thrilling ones. Oh, this one's kind of fun.
I seen things 100 times worse than that, I can tell you. They say when you get hitched, you give up your freedom. Freedom to do what?
True that.
I got freedom now. Look where it's got me. Anyhow, you got any stories that...
Okay, we need more hopeful ones. Can you not throw in a fit over there? So this one's hopeful, I'm pretty sure.
Leaves a warm
There we go.
feeling in your chest, huh?
Hey, there we go, got it.
Don't know how me and Louisa came together. We couldn't have known where we'd end up. Guess we had faith. Her and me and her.
Thank you, helpful chat.
Well, here's the sun.
Okay.
Gotta get going soon. All this talk makes me think about my girl. Before our daughter, I never knew what it was like to have a life depend on mine. But once I held my baby girl in my arms, I finally learned my daddy's lesson. What about you? What lessons do you learn as your life goes twisting along?
Lots. Chapter 3. Alright, let's see how this got retold. Been a while in the cool shade at this grass station. Children seem embarrassed. They distract the siblings with a story. Story about the man who heard his death approaching. You realize almost instantly that he's telling a new version of the tale of the man who seemed alright with death, but with new, exciting, over-the-top details. He tells it well. When the parents come stomping furiously out of the gas station, you make yourself scarce, missing the ending of the boy's new story. But the part you heard is definitely easy to remember. It'll stick with you for a while. Nice. But it's still hopeful, somehow, for some reason. I mean, I get why it's hopeful, but it's... I don't know. Anyway, so that was the stream for today. So, there we go. I can't. Why did that not work? The one time I didn't make sure that my commands weren't working. But anyway, doesn't matter. Down in the descriptions are my Discord and my Discord channel and my YouTube channel. I highly recommend that you check out both. All the streams for this game are over on my YouTube channel. So if you've missed some of the old previous stories, or you just want to hang around and listen to some nice story time for a bit, highly recommend that you check it out. We will be doing a charity stream for the Transgender Law Center as we usually do during Pride Month on the 29th of June, starting at noon Central Time, so please keep your eye out for that. I'm looking forward to doing that. It'll be a little bit chiller than we have in past years, but I think it'll still be fun. Hopefully we can still raise some money for a good cause and it'll all be a good time. I don't know, I'm losing my mind, but thank you all so much for joining me. I always appreciate every little bit of love and support that you give me. I look forward to seeing you all in the future, but until next time, this has been Lunatic Vixen, advising you to stay crazy. Bye-bye.